Jesus faced betrayal, public humiliation, false accusations, and abandonment by the people closest to him, and yet he never once lost control. He never clapped back, never spiraled into rage, never let anyone steal what was inside him. How? Because peace was not something Jesus tried to maintain. It was something he carried. And the most powerful thing about that kind of peace is that it is available to every single believer right now. Today, we are going to break down exactly how to walk in that same unshakable peace that nothing and no one can disturb. Your peace is a form of protection. The enemy does not always attack your finances or your health. Sometimes his most effective strategy is simply targeting your reaction, because when you lose your peace, you lose your focus, your clarity, and your spiritual footing all at once. That is why peace is not just a feeling, it is armor. Philippians 4:7 says the peace of God will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Peace guards you, but only if you stay behind its walls. When someone tries to provoke you, they are not just being difficult, they are testing your spiritual defense system. Every time you stay calm instead of reacting, you are making a declaration: my peace is worth more than this argument. So the next time anger rises, remind yourself this is not about them. It is about protecting what God placed inside you. Offense is a trap, not a test. Every time someone offends you, it is not random. It is strategic. The enemy knows he cannot steal your peace directly, so he baits you into giving it away voluntarily. That is why Jesus said in Luke 17:1 that offenses will come. He did not say you could avoid being offended. He said you could avoid living offended. Offense is a trap that keeps you replaying the moment, rehearsing the pain, and reliving what hurt you. And the longer you stay in that loop, the deeper you sink. Forgiveness is not about pretending the hurt did not happen. It is about refusing to let the hurt own you. You let go, not because they were right, but because you want your freedom back. Because as long as you stay offended, you stay spiritually bound to the person who hurt you. And peace cannot live where offense still breathes. Stillness is strength. The world tells you to speak up, clap back, and prove your point. But the Spirit says, be still. Exodus 14:14 declares the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. That is not weakness, that is wisdom. Because stillness does not mean silence, it means surrender. When you choose peace over reaction, you are telling God, I trust you to handle what I cannot. Some battles are meant to be won through restraint, not reaction. That is exactly how Jesus responded to every false accusation, not with anger, but with a settled, unshakable peace. He knew his silence said more than any argument ever could. Stillness does not prove you are powerless. It proves you are protected. And when you stop fighting for control, you start watching God fight for you. Peace grows where pride dies. Most anger does not actually come from pain. It comes from pride. Pride whispers, they should not have spoken to me like that. They owe me respect. I cannot let this slide. And before you know it, your ego is running your emotions and your peace is gone. James 4:6 says, God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. It is thinking more like Christ. When pride dies, peace lives. You stop needing to win every argument. You stop needing everyone to understand your side. You stop requiring validation from people who were never meant to define you. Peace comes when you care more about the condition of your spirit than the defense of your image. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can say in a difficult moment is absolutely nothing at all. You cannot stay angry when your eyes stay on God. Peter walked on water until he looked at the storm. The moment his focus shifted from Jesus to his circumstances, he began to sink. That is exactly what happens to your peace when you shift your focus from God to the people who hurt you. Isaiah 26:3 says, "You will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you, all whose thoughts are fixed on you." Peace fades when attention drifts, because the moment you stare at what hurt you, you forget who heals you. You cannot control how people act, but you can always control where you look. When anger rises, do not react. Redirect your attention back to God. He is the anchor that keeps your heart steady when your emotions want to take complete control. Your calm is your greatest witness. Sometimes the most powerful sermon you will ever preach will not be with words, it will be with peace, because the world fully expects you to clap back, break down, or lose control. But when you stay calm in the middle of chaos, people notice something different about you. Your peace speaks louder than any defense you could offer. Matthew 5:9 says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." That means peace is not just something you feel, it is something that reveals who you belong to. Every time you respond with grace instead of retaliation, you remind everyone around you that your spirit is not ruled by emotion. It is ruled by God, and that quiet strength is what sets you apart from everyone else in the room. Peace is not something you wait to feel. It is something you actively protect every single day. You do not find it in a quiet room or a perfect set of circumstances. You build it in the middle of chaos by choosing stillness over reaction and surrender over control. So the next time someone tries to steal your calm, ask yourself honestly, is this worth my peace, or am I about to hand over what God gave me? Because the more consistently you guard your spirit, the more you become someone the world cannot shake and the enemy cannot move.